Hey everyone, and welcome back to my late life lesbian journey. As many of you know, if you follow me on Instagram, I have been dating Ashley here for a while now, and we thought that we would do a question and answer video for you guys. Because like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, I often get a lot of questions from you asking about her and I's relationship. So we are going to answer some of those questions today. So first off, one of the most common questions we get is, where and how did we meet?
We met on Instagram. She actually ended up reaching out first on one of my pictures.
Yeah, I don't really remember how I found you. I really don't know. I think I was just like randomly scrolling one night and I saw you and I was just like, "Aw, she's cute." And so I think that was my comment, right? I was just like, cute. Yeah.
That was it.
And then we just kind of started talking from there. So a lot of you might know too, like we are long distance. Another question we get is like, where do we live? And then like, how do we handle the distance? So I live in St. Louis, Missouri.
And I live in Huntington Beach, California.
So it's like 1,800 miles apart. But
you like coming out to California.
I
That's
do.
Okay.
I do. Mm-hmm. You're originally from Montana. You
Yes.
don't actually live in.
No, I'm just
Beach.
for work. Currently, I live in California.
Yes. So, but I'm from Missouri, St. Louis. Like I grew up, I was born and I was raised here. Currently, how we handle that, we are trying to travel and see each other at least once a month. And most recently, we've been seeing each other
Twice.
probably like twice a month. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And she's here right now for Thanksgiving. She's here for 9 days.
Oh, yeah.
So it's really nice. And it's been good to have her here in that good stretch of time. So
She just likes that I clean her kitchen.
yes. Yes, I do. So another question we got, how do we handle the distance? I mean, I guess we just kind of answered that. Like we both put in the effort to try to see each other, you know, go back and forth a couple times a month. And then how do we handle when people ask why we're dating so far away?
Because you're worth it.
Yeah. It's kind of our thing. It's worth it. Like we just get along, we work, and it is worth it. So then along with the distance, we get the question, who's going to move and when? Ashley.
Yes. Obviously, since her whole family here, her children, just
My
everyone,
children?
Your children.
How many children do I have?
Your dog, your cat, you know, the son, all
I
of
have
them,
one kid.
all of
Just
them. One kid. They all live here in St. Louis, so I would be the one to move, which we would probably discuss more at the 1 year mark.
Mm-hmm. So that's another question we get is, how long have we been together? That'll be 6 months.
In
Sunday?
a few days. Yeah.
Just on Sunday? Yeah, a few days.
Few days.
So, so yeah, probably like when we get to more of the 1 year mark, like we'll seriously talk about
moving and what comes
her
next.
moving here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta find work.
Yeah. Another question we get is, someone asked, what's the hardest part of the distance?
I think the communication, like constant, like just checking in with one another. Sometimes it's hard to tell emotions over a text. Like it's so much easier to talk in person or video chat, which is what we do a lot.
Yeah.
But texting is hard over an everyday basis.
Yeah, it is. I would agree. I mean, the hardest part, yeah, just physically not being able to be together. I think that's definitely the hardest.
I like touching you.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's see. Age difference.
I am 26.
I'm 34. Right.
It's 8 years.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Not that bad. No, no, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad. I think at one point I had somebody ask me too how we handle it. Like it's not really been anything we have to handle. Like we do just, we get along. So it hasn't really.
She gets carded everywhere we go too, so I don't feel left out.
So yeah. No, but no, it hasn't really been an issue. So, but yeah, there's an 8 year age difference and it just works for us. Let's see. Have we met each other's families?
I've met hers, and I'm actually meeting more of them tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's coming with me the weekend before Christmas to meet my family in Montana.
It's just the weekend before?
It is.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, it is. Yep.
It is.
So yeah, I have not met any of her family. It's like she says, since she lives in Montana. Like, I've been out to California to see her, but we haven't.
Yeah, I have no family in California, so
yeah,
she'll come to Montana with me to meet mine.
I'm excited.
Never brought anyone home before, so it'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. So pretty soon we will have both met each other's families. Okay, let's see what other questions did we get. How did we know we were meant for each other?
I'll let you go first.
You go first.
Yeah, I'll go first.
I don't think it was anything like a new right away, but we just got along. Like, it was easy. Like, we have a friendship. We connect kind of on all levels, I would say, like emotionally, mentally,
physically.
Yes. I don't honestly, like, she gives me everything that I've ever said that I want or need from a relationship. And I feel like I can just completely be myself. And that's scary. Like, I'm always scared that by being myself, like, there's going to be something wrong with that or something she doesn't like. But she just always accepts me for who I am. And yeah, so I get every single need met that I have, like, for being in a relationship from her. So.
And I agree with all of that. I mean, you also...
What do you have to say?
You also become easily not only my girlfriend, but my best friend.
No.
And to me, that means a lot. I wanted to save that for later.
Oh, okay.
But no, dating her has been nothing short of amazing.
Okay. Okay. What are your plans together in 2020?
More physical stuff.
That's not how you spell 20.
You spelt it.
Did I?
You did. You typed it.
I think I did a voice to text, so that's not how you spell
Tweeny,
20.
tweeny.
It's tweeny, tweeny.
You totally missed what I said.
I did.
It's funny. You can listen to it later. I don't know. We're just going to keep talking, keep enjoying ourselves day by day. Yeah. Maybe hopefully get to visit each other more and more.
Visit? I mean, I'm kind of hoping in 2020, like, you move here at some point.
But still before
by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because obviously,
my way.
Obviously 2020 will be our 1 year mark. Yeah. So.
Yes, in June.
So yeah, maybe in 2020 we'll be living together. But yes, traveling. We like to travel. I would like to go to some new places. We've talked about doing like a cruise or an all-inclusive or something like that together.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do those things. Who gets to control the radio in the car?
I do. She hates sounds.
I don't hate sound. I don't hate sound. I get very overwhelmed and overstimulated by a lot of sounds. So honestly, when I'm in the car just driving, like, I will a lot of times just drive in silence.
I can't do it.
So that's why, like, yeah, so she controls the radio. Like, when we're in the car, she'll just control it because I often don't really care what's on there.
I turn music on in the kitchen. I turn it on
but now you've learned to ask her, like, is it okay if I turn on music right now? Or
I
are you
asked for permission. Did you want to talk about that in the beginning?
What?
I asked for permission.
Oh, yeah. Cute story. Nobody asked. But sort of how we started talking. Like, I found her, and we kind of exchanged some messages on Instagram. And it was super cute that she, like, we were talking one night, and you're like, okay, well, I gotta go. But then you asked, you're like, is it okay if I message you tomorrow? Like, I've really been enjoying talking to you. And I was just like, yeah. Like, of course it's okay if you message me. Like, why are you asking?
I don't know. I just want to get permission. Girls these days are crazy. You never know.
Girls are crazy.
They can pretend to like you and the next day completely ignore your ass. So, just ask permission. I don't know.
It was cute. It was cute and it was sweet. And I don't know. It stuck with me. But, yeah, it was cute. Oh yeah, back to the radio, asking permission, and what type of music we'll be playing.
Oh, anything to everything. I mean, today we
Your
played Frozen.
Amazon really likes to play a lot of country and sad songs.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why. But we listen to pretty much everything.
Yeah, everything and anything pretty
Yeah.
much.
Like I said, today we listened to Frozen.
Mm-hmm.
The whole soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was good.
Disney music. I was singing a lot.
Yeah, she knows them all word for word. Fun fact. What's the next one? Have any of you ever fallen for your best friend?
No.
No. I have not either.
No. I will say, well, I mean, so some of you who know, I mean, like, follow my channel and I've shared my story with, I, was married to a man and I was interested in women kind of growing up. So for a while, like, I think that I would be interested in my friends because I didn't really know any better. Like, I wouldn't say I ever, like, fell for any of my friends, but it was just sort of like a bridge the gap between wanting to be with a woman. And so I think I sometimes just, like, got into my friends, but, like, that's kind of a whole different thing. Ever since coming out, realizing I truly am gay and all of it, like, I've never been into, like, a friend or, like, try to go after a straight girl or anything like that. Like, I'm like no.
That's
like,
a no-win situation.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, kind of two different experiences. And, since being out and dating, like, no. So.
Which I guess leads to our next one. Which
Wait, but
I never dated one of my friends.
you were guys kind of friends, like your first girlfriend. You guys, like, were friends. She came on to you.
Yeah.
She
helped
was
me through
gay.
my breakup with one of my boyfriends.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
So,
all right.
Which leads to the next one. Have you both dated men or just women? So I know most of you know her story with her ex-husband.
Obviously, I've dated men,
But
yeah.
I have too. I dated men for a while. I was never really interested in high school, but my mom kind of wanted me to date a guy, so I did my senior year and dated him, joined the Navy, dated a few more guys, and I joined in 2012. And in 2013, this girl started coming on to me while I was kind of working through a breakup with my last boyfriend that I was with. And I slowly started realizing how much better everything was. So in 2013, I came out fully as gay.
Yeah. So, we had another question. What's the difference between dating men and women, and what made you start with women? So, I don't know if that kind of answers at least what made us start. Like, you had a friend kind of, like, coming on to you. And then me, I mean, if you watch my other videos, I kind of explain all of that. It was just, for me, something like a pull and a desire that was there all along. And the difference between dating men and women, like,
It's just a man and a woman.
I don't know. Yeah, I was like one's a man, one's a woman. I don't know. Like, it's, women are
It's not
way
really
more
too
complicated than
Yeah.
men. Yeah. Like, way more emotional.
I
way
give men
more-
props sometimes.
I do too. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It can be hard to handle. But,
Emotional wrecks.
yes. But, no, I don't know. It's just preference. Just what feels better. What feels right. What feels good. So, yeah. I don't know. Okay.
What's the next one?
Have we gone through all those? Yes. In the beginning, how did you balance talking on the phone and FaceTime because of work and life, etc.?
I don't know. I feel like in the beginning, almost every night we were video chatting. We
do still video
I know,
chat every
but-
single night.
I think we did it more and more frequently when we first started. I think because it was so new.
Probably.
And we were putting maybe too much effort in. Like we were
Yeah.
staying up till like 2 a.m. video chatting. Like,
I think that's pretty typical
Yeah.
for every new relationship. I think you
you wanted to
always
try.
Yeah.
so we were. I mean, we played drinking games. Pretty much everything you can imagine we've done on video chat. Well, I think I'll enjoy that. It's the truth.
But anyways, how do we?
Did I embarrass you?
No.
No? Okay.
Maybe.
Let's go.
Maybe. How do we balance it? I mean, I do think the balance can still be hard. Like, I think it goes back to that communication. Like, obviously there's times where I'm at work and I can't talk, but you know that. Like, when I'm on visits and stuff, I can't talk. Like, there's certain times where you're with a client and you can't talk. And I think we try to communicate that, like, kind of what our schedules are like when we have appointments and...
Yeah, usually the day before, it's like, okay, listen, tomorrow I have to work until 10 p.m. So like we're not going to get to video chat, and if we do, it'll only be to say goodnight.
And because we have a time difference. So when it's 10 p.m. for her, it's midnight for me.
Yeah.
So typically I'm needing to go to bed to get up for the next day. So, but yeah, we just kind of talk about it. And I think even realizing like, you know, that when we can't talk during work stuff, it's nothing personal. It's not like we don't want to talk to each other, because when we do have time and we're able to, like, we do talk. Why are you all smirking?
I don't know. I'm just sorry. I can't help it.
And yeah, I don't think it's like we don't want to talk to each other. And I don't know, even for me, sometimes like when you can't talk, and I almost even enjoy it because it makes me miss you. It makes me that much more excited to get to talk to you. Like, when we're finally able to talk. So, yeah.
I like it too.
And then let's see.
Is that the last one?
I think it's the last one we have right now.
Yeah, it is.
How long did you speak before meeting? How nervous were you? And were you nervous the chemistry may not be the same as it was on the phone?
So when we first started talking, I think she was a little more guarded. And so we planned to meet after talking for 2 months. But after we started talking and getting to know each other a little more, you know, lesbians, we couldn't wait that long. So we decided to move it up, and it was a little less than a month.
It was like 3 weeks, I think.
3 weeks.
Like we started talking beginning of June, and then you came here at the end of June.
So I moved my flight, and I flew here at the end of June. So we got to meet for the first time. I was absolutely nervous because everything on the phone was great. I was like, oh, what if I'm too short? Like, what if she doesn't like my smile in person or whatever it was? I don't know. You just think about everything, but that's just also women. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was totally nervous because I've even just been on dates where like things are great on the phone and, you know, you have great conversations and texting is good and all of that. And then you meet in person and it's like no chemistry in person. And so I was definitely nervous, you know, but we video chatted a whole lot. Like we had seen each other, we had talked, we would just like set each other on the phone and go about our evening and make dinner and, you know, like, so we...
Yeah, we've seen each other on video chat.
And...
Okay, go ahead.
And so I wasn't as nervous because I'm like, okay, I feel like when you've talked that much on video, like it probably can't be that much different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still really nerve wracking, like being in person. And yeah, like I had just kind of come out of like a heartbreak situation and I was really guarded and nervous to sort of let my guard down and let somebody in again. I wasn't sure if I was ready, but like I knew I liked her and like I wanted to know what it was like in person. And I don't know, like it was worth it. It was like I wanted to take the risk and to see what happened. I needed to know, and it ended up working out, obviously.
It did.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Yes, it has. So that was all the questions that we had gotten. That kind of covers everything that we typically get. And yeah, so if you're interested, when we get opportunities, like probably try to do some more videos.
Yeah.
Probably. It's fun.
I was honored that she asked to do a video with me. I've always watched her channel like you guys have, so.
Yeah. So probably do some more. So if you want, subscribe. I will also probably continue to put some more out on my own, on my channel. And if you want, you can also follow us at EC Bettis for me on Instagram and
at Little Ash01.
Yep. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions for either me, from like my personal experience in my journey on my channel, or Ashley, or just our relationship. You know, I know there's a lot of people going through long distance or coming out and dating, and it just always helps to connect. So feel free to reach out. Yeah. Thanks so much for watching.